Jim had a great idea in the last few months to start videotaping some of our favorite moments from living here on Helmholtz Road for the past 12 years. And one of those things is our family of deer. We have quite a interesting group. We have a nice large group of bucks. There's about 7 to 10 of them. And then we have the does that aren't seen in this picture because it's during the rut right now, so they've moved off to other places. But it's been really interesting to watch. We've seen a lot of these guys actually come up from being born to now, doing the buck thing. And just to kind of get a chance to watch nature without having David Attenborough telling you what you're watching. So,
yeah. And all these clips that you're seeing here, these are all the same herd that have been hanging out here throughout the summer. Like Kelly said, most of probably not all of the, well, except maybe some of the younger ones, but the older ones have probably been around here for several years.
And the does that come in, they have gotten so comfortable with us now that they come in, and actually we have 2 does that have twins each year. And it's kind of cute to see the daycare, as I call it. There's a tree here that will point out where the moms come and put the fawns down for a nap, I guess is what you would call it, and they go off and graze on the same field. And I'm just whistling at them to get them to put their heads up so you can kind of see how big their racks are. And this is from how far away?
I don't know, this is maybe 100 feet away.
100 feet away.
Yeah, maybe, yeah, they're 100, 150 feet away.
But it's kind of funny too, is that you can see that grass is mowed, and we do not have dogs. So you kind of have to go out and poop or scoop the lawns before you mow, because there are so many of them. There are landmines everywhere. And this was the day when the boys were up on the main lawn, and this one animal, we don't know if it's a doe or a buck. Jim thinks it's a buck. Jim thinks it's a doe. I think it's a yearling buck. But it's like something was goofy with him. That was the problem.
Oh yeah, he jumps around here.
They just ran away for a moment here because one of our cats jumped off the deck, and those big burly guys got scared by one of the kitties. So that's how brave they are. And you can see from this picture just how large he is, and I still haven't changed that sign from Mom's Garden to the Deer's Garden, because you have to give up after a while. But they know they don't like snapdragon, so that there's nothing there for them to eat much. They'll taste something, but they're not too. And marigolds, they hate marigolds. I think they'd have to be starving to eat those. There's iris in that bed, lamium, all kinds of snapdragons.
The only thing we have fenced off there is that rose.
Right.
Tree climbing rose.
And clematis. They like clematis.
Yeah.
And they like forsythia as well. So he's just cruising around one morning, and they go up around the shop, and they throw dust up over their heads and practice their fencing, or rutting, as you would say.
Yeah, they've been sparring, huh? You hear that clickety-clack of their horns almost daily now when they're out there.
Yeah. And then you see the felt come on.
One.
So this is this goofy one. We're just standing on the deck, and we're literally standing on the deck. And this deer just keeps jumping around like he's local in like a base. I mean, just crazy. He's jumping here and jumping there. And Dad used to say when the animals started to act up, it was going to rain. But I personally think that when it gets dusk like this at night, that the mosquitoes are bad, and he was doing everything he could to fight them off. So, but it was entertaining.
Yeah.
Nonetheless.
Yeah. You had a great experience with these just a few days ago, right? Up on the front porch.
Yeah, they have gotten so very comfortable with us that they have no problem walking up onto the back porch here and eating their fill of my raspberries or anything else that they can get their lips on. And then last night I went out to check on my tomatoes on the front porch, which is directly outside of our den where we spent a lot of time. And I don't know how we missed them, but they bit off every one of my almost ripe tomatoes, and they deadheaded just about everything and eviscerated all of my, and so Jim was worried he was going to have to call 911 and tell him that there wasn't a domestic dispute because I was yelling so loud. And I was saying, I hate you, dear. I hate you. You boogers. Go pick on somebody else for a while. Made no sense, but I felt better.
You were convinced that they were conspiring to.
Yeah.
They worked together to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have a watch out guy, and
Yeah.
they have another guy that watches to make sure that they can get out through either down the stairs or. And at least they didn't poop, though. As I told Jim, I said, if they'd pooped up here, then I would definitely, I'd be out there with a 22. So I put a call out on Facebook to anybody who needed to fill their deer tags that they were welcome. So, but.
This is what took this, I don't know, a few weeks ago, or a couple weeks ago. It was a nice warm evening. They were sitting in the shade out back, and thought I'd get a different perspective on them. I went down onto the polo field there, and
He's never seen that YouTube video of Ewan McGregor getting charged by an elephant because he got too close with a camera.
yeah, I had an escape route planned. But, yeah, it's been cool to have them around us frequently. I don't remember them being around this
No,
frequently
they haven't.
In past years.
And I like going out and lecturing the does because the does bring the twins up and they lay there in the grass, and I go out and I tell the does, you shouldn't let them talk to me because, crazy people, they'll shoot you, so you shouldn't be this close to people. And they don't even get up. Or if they do get up long enough for me to mow the lawn, then they go right back to their same spot and lay back down.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
Yeah.
So there they are standing in the shade because it was a very warm day. And all over the property you can see a very defined path that they follow each day. And I think they follow it during the day and the coyotes follow it at night. I still have yet to, well, I've seen one coyote, but I hear them all night. So that's one of the things that I'd like to get on tape because there are so many. There's just this cacophony through the little draw that we live in of these guys just singing their hearts out at night. But surprisingly, we haven't seen but one so far get hit by a car up here.
The deer?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
But again, nature took care of that because vultures came in and cleaned it up, and magpies and coyotes, and all was left was just a few bones. So nothing goes to waste. So we thought it would just be fun to watch them walk off into the sunset and remember these days of what great fortune that we had a place that, as you look around while you're watching the video, you don't have any houses or neighbors. This is your neighbor.
So I hope you enjoyed our little clip or two.
Yeah. There'll be more.
See ya.